I have stuff. My mom is going to be especially excited about this. I'm rolling a joint. I've been working on a lot of projects. Spring is coming. I'm so excited. I guess spring is my, I guess spring and early summer are my favorite times of year. I cannot stand winter, especially out here. It's just wet and there's barely any flowers, anything. I'm a very visual kind of person, and so like when the flowers are out and stuff like that, I'm super attracted. I'm like, oh. But in the summer, I mean in the winter, when there's barely any flowers, I'm like, everything's boring. I just woke up. So I've been doing so many things, getting ready for spring. I gotta have some new spring things for my garden. I last year, or last end of the garden season, I got Thor, and most of my time went to him, so I like kind of missed the end of the garden season. And I didn't take any of my like garden knickknacks out. So I had these like I get them from the dollar store every year. I forgot to get them this year. I usually try to get them on Halloween, because Halloween they'll come out with these little solar lights, and they're like little skulls and little pumpkins and stuff like that. And I try to get those. And I would have to say that like when I get those, I get like maybe 6. 2 will work. Dollar Tree. And I've had some owls. I had 3 owls in my garden that I got, and literally 1 worked. 2 never worked, but I kept them there anyways. And they lasted for a couple years, but I don't know. This year I went into the garden and I saw this pile of stuff. And to me, it was like this pile of concrete and all these wires and stuff. And so to me, instantly I was like, this is some tweaker shit. Hold on. This is messy. My house is messy right now, and I don't give a shit. So to me, I was like instantly like, oh, this is tweaker stuff. Because it was like a pile of concrete and all these wires and, you know, things. And then I get closer to it because I don't want to touch it. I don't know if, you know, when you're a person like me, you don't know if somebody's out there trying to fuck cast spells on you and shit. That's what happens when you're a witch. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, this is either a fucked up spell or this is some tweaker shit. It's one of 2 things. So I'm sitting there, I don't want to touch it. And I'm looking at it first. And then I see these 2 things attached to wires. And I'm like, and it's like in the middle of like this pile of like gray busted concrete looking stuff. And I'm looking and I'm like, dude, these are the eyes of one of my owls. because they have those solar-powered eyes. And what happened was, during the winter, it happened to Fadge, my garden gnome. Something, chemical reaction, I guess, between the temperature in the environment and whatever this was made out of, caused it to literally explode into a pile of ash and wires. I think that was 2 years. It took 2 years for that to happen because I had my owls for 2 years. On Fadge, I can't remember. Maybe 1 year? Did I get him last year? I think I had him for 2 years too. So, like, I guess at the end of 2 years, they explode into, like, a pile of powder ash. I was tripping because I was like, oh, man, I don't want to start my spring to have to deal with a bunch of reversal shit, blah, 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 blah. This is fucking stupid. And then I seen it, and I was like, oh, this thing just exploded. Like, it exploded. I think I might have it in a couple of my... I think I've done 2 videos going to the garden. It's just like this pile. Like this gray pile with like wires and the 2 little solar eyes. Everything else is gone. So, I gotta get a new garden stuff. My hummingbird goes in every year. She needs to be refurbished. I got this big old rock. Last year I made 4 rocks. I did a 4-corner seal on my garden. And like the thing about like doing witchcraft and stuff like that is that you have to understand that even though you can make like a stay away seal or a don't do this seal, there's another part of our world which is like people on methamphetamine and hardcore drugs and stuff like that. It's not gonna stop them from doing it. There's a it can at times. There's a thing when like people are on drugs, a lot of times, and especially people who are on meth, they can see your spells because they're not here. They're in another dimension. They're like, this is people. This is like the universe, and then this is the dimension. We're all together. The dimension is here. It's always right there. You can't see it. Some people can see it. Some people go take a lot of therapy because they can see it. Watch the movie Drop Dead Fred, my favorite movie. But not my favorite movie, but one of my favorites. I can't even explain it. But people who are on meth can be attracted to the things that you do because they can see it. Like if you put a secret seal that nobody can see, people on meth might be able to see that. And people on meth might be attracted to it. It's a thing. But anyways, totally forgot where I was going. Anyways, like I was saying, my garden plot, I have to do a lot of letting go. Because it's in a fucking park. In the middle of Mess Central, one of the worst parts of the town that I live in. So, that's why I don't grow fruits and vegetables, because the second, like, it's like this giant park. It's a great park, and it's a great neighborhood. But, you know, drugs and all that shit just kind of fucked it up and turned it into one of the worst neighborhoods in this area. But the park is really, really nice. Like, they really fucking try hard. I associate with the parks. I talk to the park systems and stuff because I'm part of the parks. Because I work in the garden. I'm a gardener in a plot in the park. And if I wanted to, I could go further and become part of the parks. But I don't know how to use a computer, and I don't know how to drive. You know, people, when somebody makes an appointment and they gotta be there, they can do that. I personally can't, because, you know, the way things are right now. But that's gonna change. Anyways, I'm gonna learn how to drive. I'm trying. I've driven a car a couple times. I'm very cautious. I've been in quite a few accidents because drinking and driving. Not me driving, drinking and passengering. There's a video on my YouTube channel, if you go back, about drinking and passengering. How, like, my neck got all messed up. How I move like this is because of a car accident. I wish I had a lighter with me. But anyways, I get off track. That's why I don't make videos, because people can't understand me. The only person who can understand me is my therapist. Because I do I'm like, when I talk, it's like a book opens. And then there's 4 stories. And then, and then they kind of go in between each other. But eventually they come back together, and I don't know. I have this skirt that I love so much. But if you stand up wrong, you'll fall on your face. But anyway, I don't know. I completely forgot what I was talking about. I have some things I'm doing. My poor orchid. See, it gets really moist in here. And the moisture could do things. This orchid is not doing good. She got moldy. Like, you couldn't. This is why you have to watch your potted plants, and you have to watch your, like, watering methods and stuff. She got moldy. Here, I'll show you there. I'll show you her. And then imagine a pot around her. The pot, the outer core got dry, but the inner core stayed moist. And that moisture created sickness in her roots. You can almost see through that one. It's hard to tell. But the moisture created sickness in her roots. And she was beginning to die. And so, this right here, this is my fault. because I was tipping her out, and she fell. She only has like one good leaf now. That's okay, because we like the fuck ups. We like the ones who have been hurt so bad they're like practically fucking there. Because that's who we are. And she will come back to life, and I will help her. But the conditions fucked her up. She got too much moisture. I have a plant room. Lavender died. You guys know if you watch me. So I turned her room into a plant room because the plants are doing real good on the other side. But we got a puppy, you know, it's worried about him eating things because there's ivy, and ivy's not good for the kids. Odin, I completely trust. Odin's not gonna eat ivy. He's not gonna do anything to any of my plants. So I turned Lavender's room into the plant room because it's like way up high. It's right behind me. I was taking care of the plants right now, but I'm thinking about moving. Now that I trust Thor more, I don't trust Thor to have the plants like in his face, but I trust him to have, because I have an ivy. And I worry about the ivy because mostly you have to worry about ivy with cats, but you know, sometimes dogs who destroy things, they chew and stuff like that. Thor's kind of mature. You just kind of gotta get to know who he is, you know. He's about 8 months now, and he's smart. He's smart, dude. If I ask him, please don't, you know, he won't. As fuck. So, anyways, who knows where that went? I remember sorry. I mean, you guys know that I used to have tattoos on my face. You can kind of see like the scars running across my face. And then like the word lines and stuff like that. So I made these 4-corner evil eye kind of blocks for my garden, and somebody was dumb enough to take one. Not my problem. So I'll have to make a new one. So I'm gonna do a video about that. I'm trying to like remember where it all went wrong. This is something like okay. So there's some new additions to the garden this year, and I thought I'd show you. And anybody who knows me would be quite surprised about this, because I am like anti-pink. But I don't know, man. When you have a garden and you see things grow, there's been a couple pink things that have come up, and I've been like, you are beautiful. Like, I'm like seriously anti-pink, like anti-pink. This is for you, Mom. I just gotta get an itch in. Thor, get him. Tell him quit scratching. This for you, Mom. Dun, dun, dun. What is this? What is this? Oh, look at that. They're selling these at Walmart right now. I thought this one... Odin! Hey, you with the face! Trying to make a video. So, what do you think? I've been... So there's this place I've been looking at. You know I don't like to say names until like confirmation that you're actually a fucking loser. Or great. You know, I just don't like to just fucking say names. So there's this place I'm looking at. And they got these peonies that I really, really want. But they're... You know, I gotta save money for them. And they're like $30 a fucking root and shit. I went to this one place and I wanted this, they said it was chocolate peony, which is like the deepest red. $60 fucking dollars. And that's the day that I bought my black calla lily, which was $17. About $20. 17, you know, blah blah blah. It was about $20. I hope she comes back. But anyways, see, this is how I am. I'm going to name her Shelly. She looks like you. Pink in my garden, mother. And then... Look, Frankie's all fucked up. Frankie's holding the load. Oh, Frankie. Frankie's holding the load. We got a lot going on right here. I'm making blankets and stuff. And Frankie's a good boy. I'm gonna do the like, dun, dun, dun. You ready? Wait, we gotta light some fucking weed for this shit. Ready? Frankie has been... We need to have a birthday for Frankie, because poor Frankie. He's been carrying the load for a little bit. Okay, ready? Look at my fingernails. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. You like that song? Dun, dun, dun. Wait till you see Mommy's flower, Odin. You see that picture? That's a good picture, huh? That's a Mommy flower. Yeah. I'm gonna grow it this year. Mommy's gonna bring this flower home. Look. In the summertime. You see how pretty? Oh. We're about to have a... you wanna see? Oh, you don't even know yet. He hasn't experienced the garden. He's just a baby. He's never experienced swimming. He's about to go swimming. Oh yeah. She is fucking beautiful. Look at that. So excited. And I have some projects that I'm doing. Poor Frankie. There's a lot going on over here. I've been painting. And I've been painting with paper bags. Like I lay it down and I squirt my... Look, see. I've been painting Frankie. Oh my god. He's been holding the love. Holding the love, Frankie. We love you. But, see, I got this thing. I ate these. Oh my god, they're so fucking good. But I've been squirting my paints onto paper bags, which, you know, you lose the paint because if you're not finished with it, it just has to lay there and dry and stuff. So I got this. And I figured I can use it as my, like, palette. I haven't wiped it out or anything. And then I can, you know, when you close it up, it'll keep the moisture in and stuff like that. So that's gonna be my new little paint box because I'm doing something. And I'll do it. Hey, that's a lot, but thank you. I gave the kids a fucking grooming yesterday. I'm learning that I never had a German Shepherd before. So I'm learning German Shepherd stuff. I cut him between his toes. First I started with like these 1 scissors, and then he kicked, and I was like, okay, we're gonna use some rounded child scissors. So I started cutting between his toes, and then I was like, you know what's even better? I think I need one of those, like, battery-operated handheld buzzers, like, I could just, like, get in, because I think it tickles him, and obviously, I mean, what are they, 10? You know, when it grabs the hair, pull it up a little bit, and then cut it, so he goes, oh! But I bet if I buzz it, it'll be, but I groom my kids. I cut their nails, and my ointments that I have been making, I have discovered that the one that I use for them, if I put it on their nails, it makes them strong and shiny. So okay, well, that's about it. I don't know. I've been doing some stuff. I've been saving some more because my plants aren't doing good up there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, plants aren't doing good up there. So, I had the ivy there because, you know, lavender had just died. And the purple plants, the ones that glow, I put them over there because lavender couldn't eat them anymore. And they did really good. I put them all around lavender because they were her favorite plants. I know they were doing good and they were her favorite plants. But then we got a puppy. So I took all my plants because I have ivy and put them up in Lavender's room, which is behind me over here. And some of them aren't doing the best. And so I brought, like, the orchids didn't do good at all. This one right here, I'm going to have to... Sometimes you got to cut off the bad shit in order to... Sometimes you have to cut off the bad shit in order for something new and beautiful to show up. And sometimes you're just left with barely a nub and like maybe a root. But in the end, you will be something big and beautiful. Did I show you? My new... I don't need to label these because I know what I'm looking at. I even know the different species. I have 2 magnolia. I even know the different species of magnolia that I'm looking at. I forget to tip it without it falling. So these right here, that's milkweed. Thank you. Thank you. And there's 2 different kinds of magnolia. It's hard to see it upside down. Thank you, darling. You want to give me kisses? I'll give you some treats in a minute. Mom is making a video. You want to say hi in the video? Hi, Mr. Odin. Show him how shiny you are. No? That's cool. You don't have to. You don't gotta do anything you don't want to do. Alright, so. Can you see how this seed is kind of tear-shaped? And this seed is kind of like roundy pear-shaped. I think this is the white magnolia. And this one right here is the pinkish magnolia. And so I have white and pink magnolia. And then I have that milkweed. I showed you the milkweed. This one is the milkweed. And then, see the fuzzy one? That's Rose of Sharon. And I got some apple in here on this pretty bead. My nails are all jacked up. I've been digging in the dirt. Fucking deal with it. I can't even. The birds are asking for their food. Oh, it's birdie day. I wish I could get a birdie day video for you. I will. I've gotten a few. What do you think about my hair? Like it? For a few days, I had some like on my head. So I didn't want to make a video because it was like really green. So I let it kind of calm down. When the sun hits it, in the darkness, it's black. But when the sun hits it, it's like deep green. So we got a lot of things we're doing. We're gonna do these. See how they sprout. Today is the Today is the 20th. I have a lot of projects. Painting some rocks. And other things. So, have a great day. Look, I made a 40-minute video. You guys like my videos? Like, share, subscribe, all that fucking shit. God damn it.